Welcome back to our channel and disclose to me. Which one of these odd creatures and critters would you say you are meeting interestingly? Find a set of all animal deviants that photographic artists have caught for you, with stunning highlights that range from wide animation-ish eyes, to amazingly long appendages and noses, to misrepresented body parts that look out and out unnerving. Additionally, you'll get the story behind every one of these picture takers' wild experiences. So, let's get into 5 strange creatures caught on camera. Look down. Number 1. Maned wolf. The species was depicted in 1815 by Johann Carl Wilhelm Illiger first as Canis bracharius. Lorenz Oken grouped it as Vulpes cancosa, and just in 1839 did Charles Hamilton Smith portray the variety Chrysocosion. Different creators later thought about it as an individual from the Canis sort. Fossils of this dated from the late Pleistocene and Holocene ages were gathered in one of Peter Wilhelm Lund undertakings to Lagoa Santa, Minas Gerais, which is Brazil. The example is kept in the South American collection of the Zoologist Museum in Denmark. Since no other record exists of fossils in different regions, the species is proposed to have developed in this geographic district. The maned wolf bears minor similitudes to the red fox in spite of the fact that it has a place with an alternate sort. The normal grown-up gauge is 23 kilograms, 51 pounds, and stands at 90 centimeters, 35 inches tall at the shoulder, and has a head body length of 100 centimeters, 39 inches, with the tail adding another 45 centimeters, 18 inches. Its ears are enormous, about 18 centimeters long, 7.1 inches. The maned wolf is the tallest of the wild canids. Its long legs are likely a variation to the tall prairies of its local living space. The hide of the maned wolf might be rosy earth-colored to brilliant orange, on the sides with long dark legs and an unmistakable dark mane. The coat is checked further with a whitish tuft at the tip of the tail and a white chin wiper underneath the throat. The mane is erectile and ordinarily is utilized to broaden the wolf's profile when undermined or while showing animosity. Melanistic maned wolves do exist, however they are uncommon. The main photo of a dark grown-up maned wolf was taken by a camera trap in northern Minas Gerais in Brazil in 2013. The maned wolf's impressions are like those of the canine, however have excessively little plantar cushions when contrasted with the all-around open digit marks. The canine has cushions up to multiple times bigger than the maned wolf's impression. These pads have a 3-sided shape. The front impressions are 7 to 9 centimeters long and 5.5 to 7 centimeters wide, and those of the rear feet are 6.5 to 9 centimeters long and 6.5 to 8.5 centimeters wide. One element that separates the maned wolf's impression from those of other South American canids is the proximal association of the 3rd and 4th digits. Number 2. Gharial. The gharial once flourished in all the significant stream frameworks of the northern Indian subcontinent, from the Indus River in Pakistan, the Ganges in India, the Brahmaputra River in northeastern India, and Bangladesh to the Iroquois River in Mannar. In the mid-20th century, it was viewed as normal in the Indus River and its Punjabi feeders. By the mid-1980s, it was practically wiped out in the Indus. During studies in 2008 and 2009, no gharial was located in the stream. It was additionally present in India's Godavari River, yet was pursued to elimination between the last part of the 1940s and the 1960s. It was considered wiped out in the Koshi River in 1970. During the 1940s, it was various in the Barkrok River in Assam, which held hotshots at the time including Brilliant Masihir, Tor Putiara. A couple of people were likewise located in feeders of the Barak River in Assam, Mizoram, and Manipur up to 1988, yet studies were not done. In 1927, a gharial was shot in the Shwali River in Myanmar, a feeder of the Wadi River. This is the solitary confirmed record in the nation validating the endurance of gharials into the 20th century. Regardless of whether gharials still live in the Shwali River today, it is conceivable, however, it stayed muddled in 2012. In Nepal, little populaces are available and gradually recuperating in feeders of the Ganges, for example, the Narani Rapti Stream Framework in Tuatan National Park, and the Karnali Babe Waterway Framework in Bardai National Park. In spring 2017, the Babe River was studied utilizing an automated aeronautical vehicle, which identified 33 gharials on a stretch of 102 kilometers, 63 miles. Number 3. A group of Patagonian hares, Mara. The Patagonian mara is a generally huge rat in the mara sort Dolichotis. It is otherwise called the Patagonian cavy, Patagonian rabbit, or dillababy. This herbivorous, fairly hare-like creature is found in open and semi-open territories in Argentina, including huge pieces of Patagonia. It is monogamous, yet frequently breeds in warrens shared by a few sets. The Patagonian mara takes after a hare. It has unmistakable long ears and long appendages. Its rear appendages are longer and more solid than its front appendages, and it has a more drawn-out range than humerus. The feet are compacted, making them foot-like. The front feet have 4 digits, while the rear feet have 3 digits. Its tail is short, discouraged, and smooth. It has a dim dorsal pliage with a white fix on the back end, isolated from the dorsal hide by a dark territory. Moreover, the mare has a white underside with, to some degree, orange flank and a jaw. It gauges 8 to 16 kilograms, 18 to 35 pounds. Dissimilar to most other cavids, for example, guinea pigs and capybaras, the butt-centric organs of the mare are between the rear end and the foundation of the tail, as opposed to being front to the rear end. Number 4. Proboscis monkey. The proboscis monkey is a huge animal type, being one of the biggest monkey species local to Asia. Just the Tibetan macaque and a couple of the dim langus can equal its size. Sexual dimorphism is articulated in the species. Guys have a head body length of 66 to 76.2 centimeters and regularly gauge 16 to 22.5 kilograms with a greatest known load of 30 kilograms. Females measure 53.3 to 62 centimeters in head and body length and gauge 7 to 12 kilograms with a most extreme known mass of 15 kilograms. Further adding to the dimorphism is the huge nose or proboscis of the male, which can surpass 10.2 centimeters long and drapes lower than the mouth. Speculations for the broad length of their nose suggest it would be a sexual determination by the females, who lean towards stronger vocalizations with the size of the nose expanding the volume of the call. And the nose of the female is still genuinely huge for a primate. The proboscis monkey has a long coat. The hide on the back is radiant orange, rosy earth-colored, yellowish earthy-colored, or block red. The underfur is light dark, yellowish or grayish to light orange. Newborn children are brought into the world with a blue-hued face that at 2.5 months obscures to dim. By 8.5 long periods old enough, the face has become cream-hued like the grown-ups. The male has a red penis with a dark scrotum. Both genders have swelling stomachs that give the monkeys what look like a pot paunch. Large numbers of the monkey's toes are webbed. Number 5. Mantis shrimp. Mantis shrimp, or stomatopods, are predatory marine shellfish of the request Stomatopoda, fanning from different individuals from the class Malacostraca around 340 million years prior. Mantis shrimps regularly develop to around 10 centimeters long, while a couple can reach up to 38 centimeters. The biggest mantis shrimp at any point has a length of 46 centimeters. It was trapped in the Indian River close to Fort Pierce, Florida in the United States. A mantis shrimp's carapace, the hard, thick shell that covers scavengers and some other different species, covers just the back piece of the head and the initial 4 sections of the chest. Assortments range in shading from shades of earthy color to distinctive tones, with an excess of 450 types of mantis shrimps being known. They are among the main hunters in many shallow tropical and subtropical marine territories. Nevertheless, regardless of being normal, they are inadequately perceived as numerous species burn throughout the vast majority of their lives concealed in tunnels and openings. Called ocean beetles by anaquested Azorians, prawn executioners in Australia, and now some of the time alluded to as thumb splitters, due to the creature's capacity to dispense agonizing injuries whenever it took care of imprudently, mantis shrimps have incredible raptorial that are utilized to assault and kill prey, either by skewering, dazzling, or dissecting. Some mantis shrimp species have particular calcified clubs that can hit with extraordinary force, while others have sharp forelimbs used to hold on to the prey, thus the expression mantis in its normal name. So, that's all for today's video. On the off chance that you appreciated it, make sure you hit the like button, buy into our channel, and offer these recordings with your companions. Likewise, let us know in the remarks beneath what's your opinion on 5 strange creatures caught on camera.